Wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
Bro, why does he sound like a fucking dying dog?
Time to be awake, Ethan.
Now that I heard it again, bro sounds like an old woman who's constipated. Yo, what's up my amigos and amigas? Today I'm gonna be talking about the new content cop. Now you may be asking, Nespop, what the fuck is a content cop? Don't worry buddy, allow me to explain. So content cop is like a video series where Idubbbz goes full rant mode on anyone who attacks him. It's pretty much the equivalent of a rapper making a diss track on someone else. Yeah, that pretty much sums up what this is. So I literally woke up a few moments ago to this shit when a fellow viewer told me something about content cops. At first I was like, huh? What the fuck is content cop? Is that a new feature on YouTube? Then I remembered. That's how long it has been ever since a content cop dropped. That being almost 8 years ago. I remember back in 2016, I used to watch Idubbbz and dude was very funny. I watched him for a while until I stopped doing so because his funniness disappeared and later on he began going full political mode. And honestly, I'm not a political person. But content cop, oh my god, it has been a fat ass minute ever since he's done one. Does this mean the old Idubbbz is back? Oh, and this new content cop, it's about Ethan Klein, aka H3H3. Oh my god, guys, I'm so excited.
Fucking thing in our defense, like, actually, Eva's not a baby killer. Actually, accusing Ethan of killing his dog is maybe too far because they have mobilized such an insane harassment group that anybody who says any fucking thing, they will attempt to ruin their lives. And once again, I'm the crazy one. It's not bad enough that I have this group of people.
What we do here is go back.
And there he goes.
What's up, everybody? I'm Hassan Piker, and this is the Hassan Night broadcast coming to you live from a cloudy day here.
Yo, what the fuck is Hassan Piker doing here? I thought this was gonna be a content cop.
Wake up, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Ethan, wake up.
Wakey, Ethan. Wake up, Ethan. Wake up. Time to be awake, Ethan.
Bro, why does he sound like a fucking dying dog? Like, what the fuck?
Time to be awake, Ethan.
Now that I heard it again, bro sounds like an old woman who's constipated.
This is no longer a dream. This is a nightmare. Wake up.
Ethan, the dumb bitch is telling you to wake up.
Wake up.
Ethan, wake up.
Wake up, Ethan.
Ethan, wake up.
Wake up. Dreams, anyone? Just wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up. Wake up, Ethan.
What the hell? I'm the same kid.
Okay, let's stop running.
Wake up. Ethan, wake up.
Oh god. Oh my god, the cringe. Oh, I can't take it. Dude, it's 3 in the fucking morning as I'm recording this.
What the hell?
Brother, what's that? What's that, brother?
I just woke up to this shit as if my life depended on it. It's way too early for this cringe. Oh my god. Oh my god, what am I doing, bro?
All right. I didn't plan on making a content cop on H3. It sounds very stupid even saying that. H3 content cop, Idubbbz. Ethan Klein's out of control. And then you should do a content cop on Hassan Piker. Content cop on Sargon of Akkad. If I would have...
Bro, what is this editing? What the fuck is this 2016 as editing? I feel like this guy doesn't have an editor to edit his videos, so now he has to do it himself, and this is how it came out. Bro, a 5-year-old can edit it better than you.
In 2016, I would have been like, oh yeah, if I ever do that, it's gotta be because I lose the plot. Well, it turns out it's not me losing the plot, it's Ethan. He's the one who fucking attacked first.
My good fucking friends who I stood by after all these fucking years can't find a spine to speak up.
So go fuck yourself.
I agree.
Alright guys, I'm going to tell you a story about Ethan Klein. I know some of you have been following him, but there's a lot of people who might not be familiar with the background, with his podcast, with what's been going on over the past couple of years. So Ethan, as you know, is a content creator who has a podcast where he says all sorts of outrageous stuff.
You do the same shit. After watching the full 1 hour long video, I can safely say that this was pure garbage. You know that feeling where your ex texts you for the first time after a millennia and it just doesn't hit the same as the past? That's how this whole video felt. His older content cops were very good for a younger, edgier Idubbbz, but we all know that Idubbbz edginess is gone. Dude, just compare this to the time where he did a content cop on Leafy. Yo, that shit was legendary. I remember laughing so much to the point my balls fell off.
While me and all these other people are insecure about ourselves and have to hide our chin, our face, our ears.
That was a very weak and drawn out segment, and you pretty much just told me, yes, I am actually very ashamed of my weak chin. Hey Calvin, I watched your response video, and it seems like you're still quite a bit bent out of shape about the whole no chin thing. It's probably my fault. I don't think I gave you enough options the first time around. So here's another option. Just get a bit of clay and mold yourself a new chin. This look right here I'm calling Goat's Winter. I think you're really gonna like this next one, Calvin. This one is called Ladies' Night. Huh? How about that, bro? You can probably pleasure a couple pussies with that.
Compare this to this. Listen, bro, I'm not saying not being edgy anymore is bad, but shit, dude, this is comparable to a cool uncle having a midlife crisis and tries to emulate himself in the past, but no matter how much he tries, he's just not the same person as he was in his prime. Like, come on, Unc, chill the fuck out and grab a beer or some shit. This is also comparable to how the key to successful movies isn't creativity. Nope, all it takes is nostalgia baiting the fans. The title doesn't even match the plot of the story, and shit ain't the same as it used to be back in the golden age. This is more of a dirt age. This video shouldn't even be called a content cop. This should be called content HOA is mad about the height of your grass. If you were to tell me that H3H3 and Idubbbz would have had a beef, let alone Idubbbz making a quote-unquote content cop on H3, I wouldn't have believed you, bro. You know, the way I see this whole situation is like sitting back and watching them both eat themselves, rooting for the better of the two evils. H3 has said retarded stuff, but when you compare Idubbbz to H3 and H3 seems like the lesser evil of the two evils, that is when you know things are messed up. The downfall of Idubbbz is the worst downfall in human history, worse than the Roman Empire's downfall. Like, holy shit, this really makes me depressed to see him go from being such a legend to a humorless shell of his former self. Honestly, Idubbbz takes the cake for being the worst friend. This guy is a backstabbing snake after all Ethan has done for him. It's really sad how he turned out to be, honestly, backstabbing on a man who defended you. Listen, bro, I'd rather be friends with a cartel member than someone who defends terrorists, someone who's against the US military, the same military that keeps her safe, someone who has a room temperature IQ that thinks people form memories when they're 20. And who the fuck is this guy? Also, the people who act like this is the shit under Idubbbz's comment section, you gotta be on drugs in order to believe this was good, because this was cringy, boring ass liberal dog shit slop. A new content cop? What's next? Joji digging out the good old pink suit?
Honestly, respect for making this video. Wasn't expecting it at all, but it's very much welcome.
Wow, Ian, great job. Keep it up. I'm proud of you.
Thank you for bringing this back in a beautiful way.
The dislikes when nobody even talks about the video in the comments is crazy. Looks like Ethan's zombie bots are out in full force. Maybe the people who are criticizing Idubbbz aren't H3 fans and are just pointing out how cringy and boring this is. Is this guy retarded? I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised anybody actually likes this guy. Yeah, and I'm surprised that there's people who are still fans of someone who has been swindled by grifters and people who have called for violence and death against those who they disagree with. Honestly, it's super sickening how far Idubbbz has fallen. And now that I think about it, y'all remember Filthy Frank? For those of you who are fetuses watching this channel, he was a very big name back in 2016. He pretty much did edgy shit back then, but later on he stopped. That being because most of his fan base couldn't tell what was satire, and because of him pretending to have seizures, he actually started to have real seizures or some shit. I kind of forgot. But he used to be in the same bandwagon as Idubbbz, but he did to pursue a music career, which that was a very good decision. I think Joji did a good job on abandoning this thinking shit, because this has become nothing but a cesspool of leftist slop. Not gonna lie, for a moment I thought the old Idubbbz was back, but this ain't him. Alright, bro, I'm gonna head to my bed now. Peace out.